Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Woman carry pikin for belle for 9 months. She come later give birth to that pikin. She carry that pikin go throway am for inside moat. The pikin come die. Wetin you think say dey cause this kind thing? Na poverty or na shame? This na the matter wey Sarah Igubor come here come talk today. Make I leave you make you hear from Sarah Igubor.
So, good morning. Sorry for the interruption. I think network is playing a fast one. And yeah, basically network. So I'll just wait for more people to join. Then we'll commence the topic of discussion. Okay. So if you are with me, say hi on the comment section, then I'll know that we're ready to go. Let me see your hi. If I see your hi, I know that okay, people are with me, so then we're ready. Okay. So a few minutes ago, I was just with my phone, and then I saw I listened to Man Around Town talking about, thank you, John. I saw it about a baby that was found, a baby that was dumped inside a moat here in Benin, and the thing just caught me, just triggered my spirit, and I'm like, you carried a baby for 9 months, like 9 months, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then upon giving birth to the baby, now you now, according to the narrative, you now dress up the baby so fine and go and dump it to the moat. Who does that? Even in the 21st century, who does that? For those that will be asking, the baby is dead. The baby was actually found dead. So yeah, the baby was actually found dead, and it's so painful because that baby you could have, let's just assume, okay, let's say, oh, things fail you, or what you were expecting and all that, things didn't work out for you. You could have easily taken that baby to an orphanage home. Yes, you could have taken the baby to an orphanage home. Oh, perhaps you are thinking, if I go to an orphanage home now, they will do me or whatever excuse, lousy excuse you want to come up with. You can just go and drop the baby there at the orphanage home. Drop the baby at the entrance and watch. Than to be so heartless as to take that baby to a moat and dump the baby there, giving the baby, so the baby doesn't even have even the slightest bit of opportunity to survive. Even in the and the most worrisome part is, this time around, there are so many things that you can do. If, or maybe you're not, so you don't want to get pregnant, or you don't want to, whichever excuse, there's so many things. Our technology has, placed us on a certain kind of pedestal that is very high. But no, you just give birth to a baby. As in, after the nine months, you carry that baby in your womb, and then the end point is to go and dump the baby in a moat. It's surprising, oh. So I really don't understand. So I want to drop a number for those that want to call. I'll drop the number now. Those that want to call to contribute, what could be the cause of it? Like, what could have led such person to carry out such act of wickedness? Who could let somebody to carry out such act of wickedness? And the baby was well dressed oh. The baby was well dressed. So what could have led such person to go and dump a baby inside the moat, when you can actually give that child a chance of survival by going to the orphanage home to drop the child there? So the thing just I begin to wonder, why would somebody do this kind of thing? Mind you, just the worst part is there are so many women out there that are looking for a child oh, are looking for the fruit of the womb. So many out there praying to God, fasting, saying, God, please help me, help us, help us, give us the fruit of the womb. So many of them out there, and they don't have it. And you that now have the opportunity, you now feel the best way is to go and dump the child inside the moat, not even giving the child a chance of survival. So these are the things I've just been so disturbed, and I'm like, no, now this is terrible. This is really, really terrible. So that is why I said I'm going to put this up for discussion, and we're going to discuss about this. What could have gone wrong? What could have gone wrong? What could have made that person to go and dump that baby inside the moat? You know the moat here in Benin now. How deep it is? What would have made some person to do that kind of thing? Because that's wickedness. Now the child is dead. The child is dead. There's no chance of survival. The child is dead. So many things are just not happening right, and I begin to think, why is things happening the way it's happening? Okay, somebody sent a text. Please, you can call. Oh, you can call. You don't need to send a text. Okay, this one is saying, thank you, Sarah, for this topic. I will not blame the person that did that, but I will blame the government for its inability to attend to the plight of the people. People are suffering. You may not know this, but people are suffering. Okay, like I said, you can call. Okay, you can call. You don't need to text. You can call. I'll pick your call and put it on loudspeaker, but be very civil with your words. Yes, we cannot shield the government from its responsibility. We cannot shield the government from its responsibility. But don't you think this has more to do with individual? Don't you think so? That this has more to do with individual? Because the person could have been able to go to an orphanage home and just dump the baby there. Yes, he could have been able to do that. Even although I laugh at it though. But watch those Nollywood movies, we'll see where you say they just wrap one fine baby. Okay, not just Nollywood though, but Telemundo and the rest of it. They'll go and drop the baby in front of the house of a very rich man, a very rich man, and then the rich man will come and see the baby, and just either he takes care of the baby or he takes the baby to orphanage home. That is a personal responsibility. You can choose to do that. Like I said, in this modern world where we have a lot of things that could have been done, if you don't want to get pregnant, that could have been done to remedy or rather suit your taste or want, you now decide to not carry a baby for 9 months, and then at the end run you are going to dump the baby in a moat after passing through the pains and stress of childbirth. I cannot comprehend that. I cannot. B does, he said, is it the government that asked her to have sex? It's worrisome. the way everybody, I don't want to be sounding like, oh, I'm in support of the government, but we are not. The way we shift position and shield blames is funny. It's time people start learning how to take responsibilities for their action, and not all the time, blame government, blame government, blame government, blame government. Let us take responsibility for our action. And this action by this person is unheard of. Now, another conspiracy theories is like, oh, what if the baby was stolen, or blah 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 blah. Hmm. Hmm. Well, if that be the case, whoever did such acts is wicked, extremely wicked, extremely wicked. Things are happening, and it's so sad. The kind of news we wake up to see by the day, it's really 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 sad, really really sad. Now, apart from even that particular issue on this person dumping the baby, I will Stanley Best Kadiri is saying, I'm Stanley Afebwa, why should women do such? Well, we don't know if it's the woman that went to dump it now, or the husband, or the boyfriend, or we don't know the individual per se, but I'm pinning this responsibility, because I'm wondering, like, why would somebody give birth, after 9 months, pass through the stress of childbirth, and all that, just to dump the baby inside the moat, not even giving the baby a chance of survival. For me, is very demonic and highly condemnable. Now, just a little bit of let's digress a bit to this issue of ASU. It is so shameful that the federal government and ASU have refused to come to a common ground. It is really really shameful that they have decided to now extend the strike, because the education sector for me is suffering. It's going to suffer a huge setback. First off, it was COVID. The COVID came, altered a lot of things. Okay, sorry, just let me quickly respond. Stanley Best Kadiri, why don't you give us a call? Let's hear your opinion. Why don't you call in? I'm coming. I need to read some comments. Okay, yes, back to what I was saying. The way we the COVID came in and then altered a lot of things that is happening. You understand? Altered it disturbed. If I shake the whole world, the schools went on recess, went on break for a couple of months, and the academics activities paused. Hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Stanley Best.
Okay.
I want to give my own contribution to the.
Okay, I can hear you. Go on.
Morning. I'm Stanley Best. Afekwa. from Opela.
Okay, from Opila. Thank you for joining us. What's your contribution?
So, I find all those women of the thing that they are doing all those things. Why can't some men, why can't some men just avoid about those kind of stuff? If you know that you cannot be able to like take care of a woman, just leave the woman alone and they just allow the woman to take care of herself instead of you to put her in the conditional way. After everything, then you know about the woman and all those things. Even the men, they should be, you know, they have to be very, they have to be very cautious about yourself too. So it's not the best way because women are suffering in this country nowadays. So that is my whole contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Stanley. Thank you very much, Stanley Afebwa. So Stanley's contribution is, why can't the men take care of their women? What this means is, if you know you are not ready to take care of the woman, you know you are not ready to father a child, why put a woman in a family way? The hardship is enough already. As it stands now, the hardship is enough already. Then why would you add to it by impregnating a woman and leaving her? So he's trying to make case for those that, you know, might have done such, you know, because of the fact that they feel like, oh, the man is not taking, the man did not take care of me, I have too many responsibility, I'm not able to meet up. So he's trying to make a case, and he's not telling men out there, if you know you are not ready to father a child, you are not ready to take responsibility for your action, do not put any woman in family way. And I strongly agree to my brother Stanley. You are not far from the truth. You know, there are some men that upon hearing the fact that, oh, their wife has, you know, been impregnated, they will run, they will flee, because they feel like they do not have the capacity to, you know, to take care of the child, to train the child, give the child the needs and the wants. So they flee. There are some, when they hear at the hospital bed, when they hear that their wife has put to bed twins, they will run. We have heard cases like that. We've heard cases like that. Now, Kola T. Sam is saying our government, from local government, state and federal, has failed absolutely. Hence, our citizen is hopeless and has resorted to taking some hopeless action. Our government should wake up. Yes, the government should wake up to their responsibility. Also, individuals need to take responsibility for their action. Like Benin said, is it the government that asked the individual to go and you know, go together, sleep with each other, you know, and then at the end of the day, the end product, was it the government? It's our time we start taking responsibility for our action. Pregnancy is not a one-way thing. I don't know why people will now want to you know, pass the responsibility to one side of it. Stanley Isibo is saying it takes two to tango. Both should be responsible for any pregnancy. Exactly my point. That is exactly my point. It takes two to tango. The both parties should be able to come together, you know, and okay, sorry, I'm trying to get one comment. Okay, like I said, you can call in. You can call in to drop your contribution. The number to call is 081 34 685 212. The number to call is 081 34 685 212. So like I said, the some person's response here is like, they are making it seems like, oh, only the woman should be responsible, exempting the man. But then this message is coming in from Ogbebo, and is saying both should be held responsible for pregnancy. So pregnancy is not, thank you Austin Obo, pregnancy is not something that is just left for the woman alone. Men should learn to take responsibility. Like they say it takes two to tango. But however the case, it is not enough for somebody to dump a baby inside the moat, because even if you're fed up with life, even if you feel like you cannot give the child the life that the child needs, that the child desires, because tomorrow you don't know the future of the child. You don't know the future of the child. You could have been able to take this child to to an orphanage home, so that the child will be cared for and the child will be looked after, rather than go to the moat and dump that child. That is the thing on ground. That is the call. That's the issue. Why not go to an orphanage home? Out of the different means to which you can ensure that the child lives, you went to dump the child in the moat. That for me is wickedness. So these are the issues. So for those giving excuses, let us have or bear it in mind what the real issues are. Let us address this issue based on the real issues. Why dump the child inside the moat? Why dump the child there? Why not wait? Let's assume that, things are hard for you, things are not so tight for you. Why not wait, so that you take the child to an orphanage where the child will be properly looked after and properly taken care of? Why go through the to the moat to dump the child? It doesn't make any sense. In fact, that act is demonic. And the thing about all this is that you do not have a way of apprehending all these persons, catching them red-handed while they are involved in the act. You do not have they sneak in, assuming there is, these persons are caught and then there is penalty. I'm very sure it will reduce the rate at which people would want to engage in such acts. It will reduce the rate at which people would want to engage in such acts, surpassing the pains of childbirth for 9 months, and then you carry a child to go and dump inside the moat, when you can actually go and drop the child in an orphanage home. There's so many ways. People are looking for God. People are looking for the fruit of the womb, praying to God. Say, God, bless us with the fruit of the womb. Women are crying daily, praying, and then you have it at a platter of gold, and your only option, that you cannot take care of the child after, is to go and dump the child by the moat. That is horrible. So this one is saying the man should not dream of meeting a woman. Okay, it's going off. Okay, the man should not dream. This is coming from Blessed. This is coming from Blessed. I'm sorry. Blessed Destiny Richie. Blessed Destiny Richie is saying the man should not dream of meeting a woman unprotected when he knows he is not capable of the aftermath. And women on their own part should ensure they are with a responsible man that is able to carry responsibility. Okay, this one is from Blessed Destiny Richie. Oh, well, I would want to agree with you. A man should not, Blessed Destiny is saying a man should not dream of meeting a woman unprotected. You know you are not capable, you are not well buoyant, you know you cannot take care of a woman and a child. You know you are not ready to be a father. That's the word. You are not ready to be a father. He is advising that you do not, meet a woman unprotected. Since you know you are not ready to be a father, do not meet a woman unprotected. Because if you do so, you should be ready to bear the aftermath. Now that child is dead. The child we're talking about now, the child of subject of the main subject of this discussion now is dead. The child didn't even get a chance at survival. The child is dead. So Blessed Destiny is also saying the blood of that innocent baby is upon both of them. God will surely hold them accountable. So these are things that can be avoided. Please do not send text message. Just call, please. Do not send text message. I may not be able to read all of them. Please do not send text message. I'm seeing a text message here. I don't want to respond to it. Please do not send text message. Call or drop the message on this feed. So the current, we want a society where we want things to work, but we are not ready to put in the effort. We are not ready to play our parts. For things to work in Nigeria, it has to be a collective responsibility. You do your own, I do my own. The unionists will say, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's the only way things will work. We need to start taking responsibility for our actions. We cannot keep blaming government. Who is government? Is government not people? Is government not made up of people? That is the more reason why we need to change our mindset. We need to change the way we reason. We need to change it. So it's so sad, and may the baby soul rest in peace. It's really so sad when you see strange things that are happening, knowing fully well that these things could have been avoided. You could have stayed protected if you know you were not ready to be a father or a mother. You could have also abstained if you know you were not ready to be a father or a mother. You could have sent that baby to an orphanage home if you also know that you were not ready to be a father or a mother, rather than dumping that baby by the moat so that the baby would die. It is so sad what this country, what we are turning into individually by the day. No sense of responsibility. We all just want to push responsibility and shift the blames from ourselves, even though we know for a fact that a greater of this responsibility lies within us. We like to shift the blame. We like to pass it out. Yes, I'm not exempting the government from their actions, their responsibility. No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I even spoke about the ASU strike, and I've said it, the educational sector is going to suffer a major setback. First, it was COVID. The COVID pandemic came and, took us unaware. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Yes.
Okay, I just, I'm going through your videos online about
Okay.
the dead baby or something.
Okay.
So I just want to quickly make my own little
Okay, sorry.
observation.
Thank you very much. Please, what's your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello?
Yes, please, what's the name and where you're calling
I'm
us from?
Johnson from UK. Johnson, I am
Johnson
calling
from UK.
from.
Okay, please, let's hear your
Yes, Johnson. Yeah, but like what I like, the information I've maybe tried to pick from it, I just entered the message in medium way. I don't know when it started, but from
Okay.
the headline, like what I see that maybe the responsibility is always on the parents, the father, the mother, and stuff like that. Because if you go around Benin and Nigeria, and in fact, every state in Nigeria, you see all these things. Children everywhere begging. These are children from people's home.
Yes.
So for me, Nigeria needs a lot of sanity, especially all these young girls, young boys here and there. How can somebody be living, not having anything to do, and at the same time going for a woman? When you
Mm.
don't have something to do, you shouldn't even think of it because
Yes.
woman on his own is a responsibility. So if maybe somebody sleep with a woman, you shouldn't expect like maybe the whole thing is just going to go to the air and just end like that. Anything can happen.
Yes.
So there should be a measure to sanitize these people, maybe to educate them, to make them understand that when you meet a woman, nobody is telling you, not all this one they are saying government. Government is not telling you what to do. So the government is not going to be in your house, is telling you sleep, don't do. No, all those things are people that are supposed to think of it for themselves, knowing that this thing goes with a responsibility.
Mm.
They should be able to know that whatsoever they do, they are ready for whatever comes out of it.
Yes.
So not after impregnating a woman, the woman will suffer all alone. And the woman on her part, I don't also understand. How can you carry a baby for a good 9 months, give birth to the baby and go and throw it away? That is
Yeah.
another mad person. That's another mad person. If you are able to hold pregnancy for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, for 9 months, have the baby, you don't have anywhere to go with the baby. Go to a Catholic church, go and tell them, please, this baby, I can't take care of the baby. The person is away. Why taking? They're going to suffer for this. The both of them are going to suffer for this. You know, God don't play with that. This is something that they can't create. A lot of people are out there looking for children. You don't have it. Those ones that have children, they leave them in
Yes.
the streets of the home. If you cannot take care of children, give them to one child. There is nobody that has died and said, oh, he has 10 children, they kill the 10 children and follow the person. No. Children is something that's supposed to be a gift. When you know that you are not able to take care of it and nurture that gift the way God give it to you and give it back to God. So the best thing is stay on your own. If you want to enjoy yourself, there are things, even the white people, they also innovate so many things that you can do not to have a baby.
True.
So they should go for it. If they want enjoyment, they can go for it and do that. Instead of creating problems, because all these things is going to be a problem on us later. Those children in the streets, they are going to turn out to be vagabonds. Nobody in the street that will grow up to become a lawyer.
Mm.
No one on that street roving about that will come to become, even if they will end up being a cultist. From there, maybe they join the Nigerian army. They are the ones that we see every day that will wear army uniform, doing nonsense everywhere. These are not people that were brought up. If they were brought up very well, they know how to care for people. So those in the street, they don't really feel human. They grow up in the street, they don't have human feelings, so they can do anything. At the end of the day, they feel that they are done the best because they feel that they suffer to grow up. So now they don't care whoever suffers from their own action. So that is what the street people will grow out to be. They will become a turn on our flesh. Our younger ones that we train very well will not be victims to these ones that are not trained.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank you.
there is need for people to wake up to their responsibility.
Yes.
And if government needs to do it, for me, I don't think. The only way I would say government needs to do their part is only to speak. But government cannot come to your house.
Yes.
The government where you always try to find something to do before you find. Government cannot come to your house and ask you when to sleep and when not to sleep, when to have baby, when not to have baby. That That is the responsibility for individual. Even in the Western world, government don't come to you. Now we wait, they know so okay, we are suffering. If I get 3 children, it will be too much. No, let me have 2. They stop there. In Nigeria, somebody that is doing conductor is having 6 children. Then if anyone don't sleep home, if anyone don't sleep in the house, the man people happy. One don't come out. Oh, now 5, you know, that is the still reduce. So these are the mentality of these people. So this one having the baby, go throw the baby away from me, really, so not abused, and not dismissed from that woman. That woman needs to check herself.
Thank you very much.
Will always do that and carry the baby elsewhere where they take care of the baby for her, and that's all.
Thank you very much, Johnson from UK. We appreciate you.
She threw the child away. She was wrong doing that, and both of them, they face God's judgment for that. So that's just my contribution and maybe my observation.
Thank you very much.
So also allow other people to call in.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we heard from Johnson, our brother Johnson. That was quite detailed, you know. So like he said, we have a lot of things now. This era that we have, this technological era, we have a lot of things that could be put in place to ensure that, if you don't want to give birth, you know, it's your choice, that could prevent you from giving birth. There are a lot of things. So this idea of now waiting to give birth after, you know, 9 months, you know, and all that, you now go and dump the baby by the moat is really bad. He made mention of, you know, coming out. This is a social media platform. Make advantage of it. Come out, say you explain the things to the world, ask for people to help, and you will be so shocked the rate at which people will be willing to help, to assist, so that the baby is not, you know, put into suffering. People will be willing to even open trust fund for the baby. You'll be so shocked. You've not attempted that, then you are not dumping the baby by the moat. That is demonic. So thank you, Johnson, for calling. That was quite insightful. Thank you for calling. So these are things. Every time blaming government. Will the government come to your house and tell you, don't sleep with your wife, or don't do this one, or don't do this one? We are adults, and we should be taking responsibility for our action. You need to take responsibility for our action. So I'll be ending this live broadcast. I just want to thank everyone that have called, everyone that have dropped messages via this live broadcast, and to those that have sent me messages. I said I wasn't going to read any messages via text. I only read some. I left the others. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling. Please let us be good examples wherever we find ourselves. Let us stop all these vices. Let us stop all these social vices. Let us be very, very patriotic. Let us be good examples. Most of all, let us be good examples and worthy ambassadors. Please, a lot of people are in need. In fact, the numbers of persons looking for children are much. So much. Those that have been blessed, that feel like they cannot take care of the child and cannot publicly ask for assistance, please, rather than kill that baby, go and drop the baby in the orphanage and allow that baby have a chance of survival. You don't know what that baby will be tomorrow. The future, you cannot tell. You do not have control of the future. Rather than terminate the life of the baby, please go to the orphanage home. Go and give them, so that the baby will have a chance of survival. Thank you all for joining, and God bless you all.
Now we don't hear from Sarah Igumbo. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe, so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.